Hey comic book fans, my nerdy friends, my geek podcasts, what's going on? I almost completely forgot about making this video this week. It's been crazy, especially after Comic-Con weekend last weekend, so let's get going doing these reviews, huh? Okay, so first I had East of West issue 12. I continue to love this book. I don't know why people are so down on it, but this issue was phenomenal. I loved it. It took place in one setting with a group of the same people, all discussing the beginning of a war. And then all hell broke loose, and it was awesome. I can't wait to read number 13. This book is just insane, and I think Hickman's doing an awesome job. It's fantastic. It's really, really good. Then we have Ghosted issue 10. This is the end of the second story arc. I know a lot of people kind of were down on this second story arc, but I actually liked it. I thought it was pretty good. Crazy demon chicks turning into crazy bird people, witch, whatever. Oh my gosh, it's just nuts. I'm sticking with it. I'm gonna keep going with this third arc. I'm curious to see what's gonna happen next. I don't know, I just think it's really damn good. I mean, I know a lot of people aren't. The people that like the first arc didn't really like the second arc all that much, but I thought it was good. I like the art, and I like the story, and I'm going to stick with it. Because it's good. Next, a book that I kind of questioned dropping, at least to trade weight it, but Saga issue 19. It was in my pull box, so I decided to grab it, and I'm kind of glad I did. Like, I'm still gonna grab the trades because that's how my wife reads it. But I like getting the singles, so I think I'm gonna stick with it. Plus, it's $2.99 anyway, so it's one of the less expensive books, and it's probably the best less expensive book that I pick up, so I'm going to stick with it. But in this, we have a few oh crap moments, kind of. Like the first page was an oh crap moment. Pretty insane. And then the last page was also an oh crap moment. That's kind of a downer, actually. The in-between's kind of funny. There's some fun stuff that goes on there, and then what's going on with everybody now. It's a few months later, and we're getting into the toddler years. But I liked it. It's good. I'm going to keep picking it up. Sorry if I'm not going like super in depth on these. I just finished reading like 2 other books, so my mind's kind of trying to catch up. But I still know what's going on with these, kind of. Next, we have Translucid issue 2 of 6. This felt like a completely different story going on with this issue than the first one. But I think it's going to be one of those things that when it all comes together in the end, every issue is going to really make sense. Not that this one didn't, it just felt separate from the first issue, which I don't mind. I'm more curious. about the main two characters in here. And there was some of that in here. I just want to get more into it. I really like this book. Really good. Really, really good. It's going to be one of those books that I probably end up double dipping on, having the singles and then picking up trade when it comes out, so I can just read it in trade afterwards when I reread it. Next, Amazing Spider-Man issue 2. God, I can't get over Ramos's artwork. There's certain panels in here that drive me nuts, that kind of ruin the story a little bit for me. Like that panel where he's like completely turned around and like it looks like his body snapped in half. Like it drove me nuts. I couldn't stop thinking about it. And it's like halfway through the book and I couldn't stop thinking about it for the rest of the book. It just drove me nuts. And I don't know, I just don't really like Ramos's artwork at all. It drives me insane. So much so that I can't even remember what the issue was about. And this is one of the ones I read last. I mean, I know it was about Electro. Oh, and some chick that he ends up frying. Spoiler, sorry. There was more with Anna Marie, which is cool. I'm really curious about how that relationship's gonna... Wow, the sun just came out. Got nuts. How that relationship is going to be handled later on down the line. It seems like she's trying to convince the real Peter Parker to still like her. I think. I'm not sure. It's interesting. And then we had a fun little scene with the Avengers in here. I remember that now. And Captain Sucker Punch got sucker punched. Anyway, sorry. Oh, God. Yeah, so, I mean, I'm going to stick with it. I just hope Ramos isn't on art the entire time. Then we have Daredevil issue 3. This is, God, I can't remember the guy's name. Is it the Shroud? The villain? They kind of... Daredevil and him kind of team up to go after the Owl. And then that ends up being not an entirely good decision on Matt Murdock's part. We also have a huge reveal, in my opinion, in here regarding Foggy Nelson. I was surprised at both instances, actually. I mean, not totally surprised with the first one, but then surprised by the second one, I guess. If you read this, you know what I'm talking about. I don't want to spoil it, but I don't know. I'm really liking this book, and like I said before, I was gonna not pick up this San Francisco, like this move to San Francisco and the up in price, but when I thought about it, I mean, if there's any Marvel book that deserves to be $3.99, it's Daredevil, because it's just consistently awesome, you know, except for that monster story arc of 2 issues. God, that was terrible. I really didn't like that, but this is really good. I really like. I think his name is The Shroud. I really like him. He's really interesting. And last but not least, Magneto issue 4. The only problem I had with this was I didn't really know if or what was the flashback part. It felt like it was supposed to be flashback, but I didn't know if it was taking place like in time with what was going on. It was strange, but it was still good. Yeah, I was just a little confused by that. but the art's still cool. The writing's still fucking brutal. A lot of this. The one thing this book has going for it is the craziness in the violence. You know, if you're not into violence at all, this is not the book for you. But Magneto does things to other characters that deserve it. They deserve it in really crazy ways. The bus scene in this issue was crazy, just crazy, and I loved it, every second of it. It's so good. So if you guys aren't weak in the stomach and you want to see Magneto going all anti-hero, but in a crazy way, you should be picking up this title. It's freaking amazing. And that's it. That's all my reviews for the week. They weren't the greatest. I know. I'm sorry. I'll get back in the swing of it next week. This week's been crazy, like I said. So that's it. I don't think I really have anything else. The Batman Hush project is starting pretty soon. I'm going to get in touch with all the participants and make sure they're all still good to be doing it. We've had a few changes in the group of people. So I'll make that known. I'll do another video pretty soon with the updates on it. So I'll get in touch with all those people, make sure everybody's still good. 600 subscribers contest going on still until the 3rd Saturday of June. And yeah, I went out and got some stuff for the prizes. Turns out it's going to be probably 3 prizes for that instead of just one. There's going to be 3 smaller prizes instead of one big insane one. So get your videos in for that and have a chance to win some cool stuff. And yeah, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later.